Welcome to AGORACOM, the Small Cap Epicenter, and AGORACOM TV, a daily, fast-paced, edgy show that brings you the best press releases out of small cap world every morning at the open, so you can hopefully profit from them and maybe even find your next great small cap investment. It's Monday, December the 10th. I've got 6 great press releases for you from both sides of the border. We've got resources, we've got financial numbers, we've got sales, you name it. We've got great news. Stay tuned. Here we go. Gold Resource Corporation trades in the U.S. under the stock symbol GORO, and for our friends in Germany on the Frankfurt Exchange under GIH. Listen to this. They're saying that they drilled 1 meter of 5,000 grams per ton of silver, and that's within a hole where they hit 4 meters of 2,955 grams of ton per silver. Of grams per ton of silver at their La Arista project. That's in Mexico, and that's part of their El Aguila project. The El Aguila project is actually targeting gold production in the second half of 2008. That's subject to permits and approvals and so on and so forth. Here are the highlights. Hole number 7288, 4 meters of 1.3 grams per ton of gold, 2,955 grams of ton per silver, some copper, some lead, some zinc. All in, it's a gold equivalent value of 67.78 grams per ton, which is equivalent to 2.18 ounces per ton. That's a pretty big number. And within that hole is where they had the 1 meter of 5,000 grams of silver per ton. Hole number 7087, 7087, 6 meters of 0.73 grams per ton of gold, 1,202 grams of ton silver. They had some copper, some lead, and so on and so forth. All in told, gold equivalent value of 31.92 grams per ton, or 1.03 ounces per ton. That's gold equivalent. Pretty big numbers. The company is trading at $4.50, so they've obviously had some great success. That's closer to 52-week high. William Reed, who's the president of the company, in the long quote at the end, we'll take an excerpt. He says, all the veins are open in strike and depth. The Larissa deposit has excellent growth potential, so there looks like there's more to come out of here. Next up, Acura Pharmaceuticals also trades on the OTC under the stock symbol ACPH. They announced receipt of a $30 million cash payment and closing of their agreement with King Pharmaceuticals. This is a commercialization agreement that gives King the exclusive license in the U.S., Canada, and Mexico to AGORACOM, which is obviously an Acura product. In addition to the $30 million initial payment announced today, Acura could also receive additional cash payments from King of up to $28 million. That's subject to hitting certain regulatory milestones and successful milestones. King will also make a one-time cash payment to Acura of $50 million in the first year in which the combined annual net sales of all the licensed products exceed $750 million. That's a pretty big deal out of the company. They're trading at $6.80 now. Here's the thing to be careful of. Their 52-week high is $28.50, so we can't tell you why they've had such a drastic drop-off, but it looked like they were pretty dormant throughout the year, shot up to $28.50. They must have come to life as a company, and then now trading at $6.80. Their low is actually $6, so be careful here. You might see some tax loss selling. Take a closer look at the company trading on the OTC. Also, WorldWater and Solar Technology is also on the OTC. Trades on the stock symbol WWAT. Nice contract out of them. They received an order to supply solar-powered mobile units to provide clean drinking water and electricity to Iraqi farmers. This comes from the Morel Foundation. They're an international charitable foundation that provides clean water to people in need. They placed an order for 12 of these portable units. Total value $900,000. So nice contract from a numbers point of view. Great contract from a customer and end user point of view. And they're donating these. That's Morel Foundation is donating these to the U.S. military for distribution to families in the Euphrates Valley. Each unit can supply up to 30,000 gallons daily of purified or irrigation water, plus electrical power for lights, motors, and tools. The U.S. Army is actually going to pick up these systems at the WorldWater headquarters on December 15th for immediate air delivery to Baghdad, where the U.S. Marines will actually distribute to sites along the Euphrates River. So you've got a lot of people involved in this deal, and this is a great profile and a great number for WorldWater. What you should also know is the unit can also desalinate brackish or seawater. It will operate from sunshine alone or in combination with a power grid. So we got a really robust system. Quentin Kelly, who's the chairman CEO of WorldWater Solar and Technologies Corp, said the following: the Iraqi farmers do not have reliable power from the electric grid to operate the irrigation pumps or treat their water for drinking. I understand families are drinking directly from the river, which of course is seriously polluted. Within 30 minutes of Max's arrival on site, the people will be able to drink purified water from the river, and they will be able to start irrigating their crops. That's pretty great news. They're trading at $1.80, which is near the 52-week high, but that's definitely a company to keep hold of. SilverBirch trades on the TSX Venture Exchange under the stock symbol SVB. They issued guidance for both fiscal year that just passed and Q1. The fiscal year ending September 30, 2007, they're expecting to show annual revenue of about $840,000. Now, of course, that's subject to their audited numbers, but you can bet when a company puts out the preliminary numbers like this, they have a pretty good idea. That more than doubles the $371,000 they generated in 2006, which is always a good sign. It's the kind of small cap company we're looking for. But here's the bigger number. Looking ahead, first quarter of fiscal 2008, which ends in December at the end of this month, is expected to generate revenue in excess of $1 million. That's $1 million for Q1 of 2008. That beats the complete year in 2007. Now, here's an even bigger number. Q2 should more than double Q1. So the company is obviously growing at a very, very rapid pace. We got a quote here from Mr. Vanderplat, the CEO. We acquired several major companies and marketing assets through the fiscal 2007, from which we are now starting to see significant incremental revenue. I see the growth rate accelerating significantly in fiscal 2008 as we begin to benefit from the complementary nature of these assets. I really like this deal. I like the numbers, the way they're jumping. Usually some of these small cap companies can make acquisitions that aren't immediately accretive. Obviously, SilverBirch has done a great job. Some of the new clients in 2007, to also give you some perspective, include Amazon, Atari, Hallmark, Pitney Bowes, and a whole bunch of other well-known companies. So SilverBirch looks like a nice company to do some due diligence. They're trading at 30 cents. That's near the 52-week high, but who knows if this is the beginning of more to come. Back to the OTC, Veridian Corporation trades on the stock symbol of VRDE. They're projecting revenues in excess of $3.6 million for 2008. For 2005, they did $1.06 million. 2006, they did $1.85 million. In 2007, they're expecting to do $2.5 million, and more than just lip service. They've already put out the numbers for the first 9 months, which is 1.6, so they're probably going to come pretty close to that. And now they're looking at revenue of $3.6 million for 2008. The company's trading at 3 cents. That's off a high of 7, but I like to see that growth. Finally, over the TSX Venture Exchange, Kootenai Gold, their drilling confirms widespread high-grade mineralization. This is at their project in Sonora, Mexico. Highlights include 18.4 meters grading 950 grams per ton and 151 meters grading 162 grams per ton. This is of silver equivalent. Results received to date report 20 of the 22 holes intersected significant precious and base metal mineralization starting from surface and extending to depth. Jim McDonald, CEO of the company, drilling data suggests that Promontorio, which is this project here, may contain a deposit larger scale and scope than previously conceived. They're trading at $1.05. That's a lower end of their 52-week trading range. That's a wrap for the day. As always, hopefully you saw some great news here that you can act on. As always, take a look at the AGORACOM blog where we've got these notes posted, and maybe you can add some market intelligence or some due diligence of your own. If you're looking for more great small cap companies, don't forget about the AGORACOM marketplace. We've got close to 80 companies now listed by industry and exchange, so you can find the one best suited for your portfolio needs. That's a wrap. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.